Hi, welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. This is a strength building yoga class. We're building some heat and a little bit of strength. Go at your pace. It won't be anything too crazy today, given it's still a detox week. But we are, like I said, going to build some heat. So anytime if you need to take child's pose, listen to yourself, listen to your body. That is way more important than whatever I'm saying. Take child's pose. Remember, yoga is just a breathing class at the end of the day, nothing else. And that's really most important. If you can sit and breathe, you are doing yoga and doing it really well. And sometimes that's the hardest part, is to listen to ourselves first and take what we need, not what other people think we need or should be doing. So let's get started. Just find an easy, comfortable seat. Maybe close your eyes or send them downward. Breathe. Natural, normal breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Keeping the lips as closed as much as possible and as comfortable. If you've got a cold or it's harder to breathe with just your nose, then keep your lips open by any means. But if you can keep them closed, it keeps the heat in the body, helps us build the heat even more. Like finding that warmth. Really arriving in your space at this moment, right now, right here. One more breath. And then you can keep your eyes closed if you like, send them downward or open them. Take your hands by your side, reach them up high, inhale. And as you exhale, turn and twist and look over your right shoulder. Take a moment here, pause. As you breathe in, can you find more space? As you exhale, can you twist a little deeper? Inhale, hands high, come center. Exhale, turn and twist over the left shoulder down. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, turn and look over the right shoulder. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, turn and look over the left shoulder. Inhale, hands high. Hold it here, pull them down in front of your chest. Find your breath again. And when you're ready, come to all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, find cow, tailbone in front of your head to the sky. Exhale, find cat, arching your spine towards the sky. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, find cat. Going at your pace, your timing. You decide what works here best for you. Hold it back into a neutral spine. Send your right leg behind you. Press the ball of your right foot into the floor and shift your hips back so you're sending your heel back. Feel a deep stretch in the right calf. Breathing here. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Maybe you take the right foot off the floor, flex through the foot. Maybe you take the left hand off the floor, reach it forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull knee to elbow, rounding the spine, feeling that abdominal crunch. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull knee to elbow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull knee to elbow. One more time. Inhale, find length. Hold it here, get as long as possible. Exhale, knee and hand down. Other side. Pull up your left foot, press the ball of your left foot into the mat, and shift your shoulders back, shifting your hips back, feeling that deep stretch in the left calf. Shift the shoulders forward. Maybe you take the left foot up. Maybe you take the right hand up. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, pull knee to elbow around the spine. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull knee to elbow. We're strengthening the spine here, getting warm with the abdominal wall. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, find lots of length. Reach fingers and toes away. And then relax. Toes together, knees apart, find child's pose. Send your seat towards your heels, forehead to the ground, hands out in front of you. If you like, you can rotate your forehead on the mat, back and forth, activating third eye intuition, which is right between the eyebrows. I think it just feels really good too. And then inhale to all fours. Take your feet straight behind your knees. Drop your hips towards the floor. Feel that big stretch in the hip flexors, abdominals. And then slowly bend your elbows, bring your abdominals all the way to the mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, find baby cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale back to all fours, where we started. We're going to start this again, so toes together, child pose. Inhale, come up, drop hips. Exhale, come all the way down. Hands underneath shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, come up to all fours. Shift to child's pose. Exhale. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, drop hips. Do that exhale to come all the way down, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra, squeeze those elbows to your side. Activating the triceps here as well. Exhale, release. Inhale, up to all fours. Exhale, toes together, child's pose. Go ahead and do 2 more on your own, warming up the arms, the abdominals, the hips. I will do it in silence. You can follow along with me. You can always go slower or faster than me. Take things out, put things in. This is really your practice, your class. So go ahead and do what feels good for you and your body this morning or this afternoon, evening. Once you've done your 2, hang out in child's pose, find your breath. Inhale, come up to all fours. We're gonna make our way to downward dog. Curl your toes under, send your heels towards the floor, and then start to pedal out your feet. Finding more length in the legs. both heels towards the mat. Press your chest towards your thighs. Relax your head. Maybe you shake your head yes. Maybe you shake your head no. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, take your heels over to the right side. Feel the stretch in your feet. Inhale, heels high center. Exhale, take them over to the left. Inhale, heels high. Bend your knees a lot. Hop, walk, or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, find length. Maybe take your hands to your shins, maybe your ankles. If you have more space, you can keep your fingertips on the ground. This is maybe when you want your yoga block, pillow, or book, like we did in yin. Again, you don't always need a block. You can use other things, weights, whatever's going to feel really stationary. If you need more space, there's one or two things that are available to you at different heights to give you more space. We're aiming for a flat back here as much as possible and feels comfortable. So again, using props is not so much a weakness. We're just really using it to find the best pose in our body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, cactus your arms, find a small back bend. Squeeze your seat, hold your navel to your spine to find the support here for that back bend as you open up your chest and lift your chin to the ceiling. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, walk your feet back. We're going to go into our first full vinyasa here. So take your knees to the ground first, uncurl your toes. Come all the way down, squeezing your elbows to your sides. And just like we did before, find that baby cobra. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, release. Curl your toes under, inhale, find downward dog. Exhale, arise. We're going to do this 2 more times. Again, you can go slower or faster now that you know the pattern. You can add things, take things out. Again, your practice, your class. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, take your feet over to the right. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, take your feet over to the left. Inhale, heels high. Bend your knees a lot. Hop, walk, or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, find length. Again, maybe use those blocks. That always feels good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, cactus the arms, find your small back bend. Again, squeeze your seat, pull your navel to your spine. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find length again. Maybe those blocks for support. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, hop, walk, or jump your feet back. This time you can come into a full vinyasa if you're ready, or you can come back to your knees all the way down to cobra. I'll show you a full vinyasa. So we're here in plank, hug the elbows in, chaturanga, tricep push-up, holding here at the bottom, and then uncurling your toes for an upward dog, curling your toes back under for a downward dog. We're going to do that vinyasa several times throughout this practice. Again, just like I said at the beginning, come to child's pose anytime you want. And again, because this is your class, if you want to come to your knees every time, great, listen to your body. If you want to do the more advanced version, do that as well. If you'd rather just skip it all and come to downward dog, awesome. I applaud you no matter what for just showing up and being here. Come back to downward dog. One more time. I'm going to say it. I'm not going to talk this time. You can do it silently. Just watch or take your own practice to your next level. Inhale. From here, take child's pose. Let's take toes together, knees apart, send your seat towards your heels, forehead to the ground, arms outstretched. Maybe this time you flip your palms to the ceiling, rotating your shoulders open, getting a different feel. Maybe you just want a sip of water. This is your break. Finding that breath. And just breathing. Letting the heart rate come back down. Inhale, come back to downward dog as you curl your toes under and send your heels to the mat. Finding the position here that feels good in your body. We're going to move on to Sun Salutation B. Inhale, heels high, bend your knees a lot, hop, walk, or jump your feet between your hands. This time, take your toes together, heels apart, sweep your arms up, find Utkatasana, chair pose. Get as low as you can, squeezing those inner thighs together. And you can have your arms all the way up, looking up. But other options that might be better for your shoulders are cactus, prayer, or hips. You decide what works best in your body today. And then just breathing, inhale. And exhale. Wherever you are, open up and twist to the right. Inhale, hand center. Exhale, turn and twist looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, hands high, straighten the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find length. Maybe use those blocks again. Exhale, plant your hands, step or walk your feet back. Find your vinyasa. This time, inhale, lift your right heel high, open up your hips, heel to seat. Maybe you circle your knee, maybe you circle your ankle. Just holding here, finding that openness. Then re-square your hips towards the mat. Inhale, pull knee to nose. Exhale, send the heel up high. Inhale, step your foot between your hands. Send your left heel to the ground, and you're going to sweep your arms up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Take a moment here to get to the correct position. Look down, your left arch should be in line with your right heel. And then I like to take my hands onto my hips and gently square them as much as I can. Everybody's body's different, so it's going to be different than maybe mine looks, towards the wall in front of me. Now I can stay here and this feels great. That's a little bit of gentle pressure. Or, again, cactus, prayer, or you can reach your hands all the way up and look up. You decide. Inhale here. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Right hand in front, left hand behind, gazing over right fingertips. Shoulders over hips, relax the shoulders. Even though we're using them here to keep our arms up, see if you can find ease in that strength. Maybe you bend your right knee a little deeper. Inhale, sweep your hands up. Exhale, humble your warrior. You're going to send your hands between your legs, relax your head down. Take your left hand towards your right foot. We're going to open up and twist towards our right knee, sending the right arm up to the ceiling. Plant your right hand down, sweep your right foot back, find your vinyasa. Same thing, left side. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, open up the hip. Again, circle your knee or your ankle. Square the hip back down. Inhale, pull knee to nose. Exhale, lift heel high. Inhale, step your foot between your hands. Lower the right heel this time. Sweep the arms up. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Again, if you'd like to use your hands on your hips and gently square them. Inhale as you exhale, open up warrior two, reaching over the left fingertips. Shoulders over hips, maybe deepen the left knee. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, humble warrior. Right hand towards your left foot. Twist and open towards the left knee. Reach your left hand high to the ceiling. Sweep the left hand down. Sweep the left foot back. Find your vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do that 2 more times. Again, just like the first round when we did Sun A. You can go slower than me, you can go faster than me. You can add things, take things out. You decide, really, right? It's just a breathing class. So no matter what happens, just keep breathing, and then you'll be great. Okay, inhale, find your yoga, downward dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Hop, walk, or jump your feet between your hands. Toes together, heels apart, sweep your arms up, chair pose. Inhale, twist over the right. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, plant your hands, hop, walk, or jump your feet back. Find your vinyasa. Inhale, right heel high. We're going to skip the open hip part. This time we're just going to pull the knee to the elbow. Inhale. Exhale, sweep it high. Inhale, sweep it between your feet. Left heel down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sweep through, humble your warrior. Inhale, plant your left hand, open up towards the right. Exhale, hand and foot sweep back, vinyasa. Take a breath here. Inhale, exhale it all out. Other side. Left heel high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep the foot high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Right heel down. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sweep your hands between your legs. Right hand to left foot. Open up towards the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, sweep back your vinyasa. Okay, one more time. We got this. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Hop, walk, or jump your feet between your hands. Finding chair pose. Toes together, heels apart. Sweep your hands high. Inhale. Exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, turn and look over your left shoulder. Inhale, center, straighten the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop, walk, or jump your feet back. Vinyasa. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. All the way up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, humble your warrior. Inhale, open up, twist. Exhale, vinyasa. Left side. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel high. Exhale, step up between your hands. Plant your right heel, stand all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open up, twist. Exhale, vinyasa. Nice job. Let's come to child's pose. Come down to your knees. This time let's take a different pose, different child's pose. So everything together, ankles, knees, and thighs. Forehead to the ground. And then this time take your hands back behind you. And your palms can face the ceiling, or you can turn them down, face the mat, depending what feels good. This child's pose, we're giving our shoulders and our wrists a little bit of a break here. And just a little bit of a more roundness in the spine. Start stretching out some of those back bends. We took a couple of them there, small ones. Maybe grabbing that sip of water. One more breath here in this child's pose, and then come all the way up. We're going to come all the way up to standing. We're going to do some balance and strength work here. So start with your hands on your hips, moving into balance sequence. We're going to go into tree. Take all your weight into your left foot. Your right foot, toes on the ground, right heel onto the left ankle, or maybe it's a little bit above it, depending on how long your foot is. Maybe you stay here, and this is great. This is beautiful. Very enjoyable. If you want to test some more balance, maybe you take your foot to your inner calf. If you want to go even more, maybe you take your foot into your inner thigh. I'm going to give you some arm options as well. Hips is beautiful. But maybe you take them to prayer, cactus. Maybe you take them all the way to the ceiling. Maybe you look up towards your hands, and maybe you even close your eyes. It's so difficult. And maybe you try it and go, nope, I love it right here. And I applaud you. Listen to your body first. Great. And then just go back to the breath. Wherever you are, the best way to balance is to engage all the muscles. Engage the feet, engage the legs, engage that core strength. And holding it here. If your foot is on your calf or your thigh, send your foot into that leg and then send the standing leg muscle into the foot. That balance and that opposition right there helps create a stronger sense of balance, more middle ground. And just remember, it should not be on the knee, so we're not pushing the knee out. We want to be below the knee or above it. You decide what feels good in your body. One more breath here. Stay where you are. You're just going to slide the left ankle across the left thigh. Sweep your hands to prayer. Bend your left knee a lot. Coming into figure four. And slowly stand up. Shake out the left leg. We're going to go the other side. So this time, take all your weight into your right foot. Hands on your hip. Left ball toe into the mat. Heel to the left or right ankle. And then maybe you take it to the inner calf. Maybe you take it to the inner thigh. Maybe you decide your arm options. You know them all. And just breathe. Finding that drishti, that point of focus. Keep that point of focus as you slide your left ankle across your right thigh. Sweep your hands to prayer, namaste. Bend your right knee a lot this time, figure four. As you bend the knee, maybe your drishti, your point of focus needs to come down a little closer to the floor. If it was higher, you need to find a new spot. Breathing. As you maybe you can go lower. And then inhale, stand all the way up. Take out the right leg. Do a little bit bit of strengthening here for this next pose, going into goddess. So taking your feet a little wider than your hips, toes point outward, heels pointed inward, hands to hips to begin with. Bend your knees a lot. Make sure your knees are over your ankles. If they're not, adjust your feet as need be. And maybe you can even get lower now that you're here. We're going to stay here for about a minute. If you want to increase some shoulder work, bicep work, take your hands up to cactus. If not, prayer or hips is just great. Keep breathing. Maybe you get lower. I kind of like to dance here. Kind of helps a little bit. the mind. Even though I'm still strengthening the legs, just moving my body a little bit with the music. You're about halfway through, can you get a little lower? Almost there, you got this. Just 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Nice job. Stand all the way up. Take your toes, send them inward now. Heels out, hands to thighs, bend your knees, forward fold. Maybe you straighten your legs, maybe your hands come down to the mat below you. You can always find more length again if that feels good, and then exhale, forward fold. Relax the head. And then if you're not there, walk back towards the top of your mat. We're going to come back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right heel high. Exhale, sweep forward to pigeon pose. So right knee comes to right wrist, right toes come to left wrist. We're going to lengthen out the left leg behind us. And I'm going to show you what this looks like front on. If you haven't done this before. Again, if you want that block or pillow or a book, grab it if you need it. You can do a couple options here. You can just have it go underneath your knee, and that kind of helps support it if your knee's not coming all the way to the ground. You can also kind of sit on it with one seat, one part of your seat, one hip, and that really helps depending how far away your knee is. Just give it a little bit more support here. We're really just trying to stretch the hip here and the seat on the side. So really just playing around with it, see where you can just find that stretch and ease as much as possible. It's a deep stretch. So I know it's not always the most comfortable thing to be here, but we want to find a deep stretch here. So play around with the block support. And then you can stay up like we have been, or you can walk down any amount. You can come all the way down, forehead to the mat, if that feels good. And with pigeon pose, we're stretching our hips. So just feeling that deep stretch wherever you're. Slowly start to come on up. Bend the left leg or right leg behind you. Shake it out. Curl your toes under, find downward dog again. This time lift the left heel high. Inhale, exhale, sweep it forward, pigeon pose. Using your supports as feels good. Coming up at least for a breath here. And then staying here or forward folding down in the amount. We hold a lot of our emotions and feelings in our hips. Gonna change my music to a little slower while I talk. So as we stretch here in pigeon pose, feeling these deep emotions and thoughts and feelings coming out. You might feel them. They might be strong, they might not be.
Listen through the dark in this cold apartment. I step out on the
This is a great pose. You can pretty much do it anywhere. You don't need much room, you don't need much stuff. You really use anything for supports that feel okay on your body, nothing too pokey, right? But just letting your emotions and feelings come out, we store them, so we're releasing them, helping us feel a bit more peaceful, a bit more zen, coming back to who we really are without all this tight hips, stored emotions. Slowly and gently sweep the left leg back, shake it out as you need to. And then turn onto your back. Lay all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. And you find small circles one way or the other way, or rocking back and forth on your spine. Giving your spine a little massage here. We're going to move into a twist. So bring your knees over towards the right side of your body. You can take your right hand towards your knees, relax the left hand. Maybe you find cactus with your arms. Maybe you find a full T. If you want to increase the stretch, take your left ear towards the mat, looking away from your knees.
Light fills up the room and the streets start singing a new song to another day. I'd sleep an hour or two, but our phones are ringing and I feel the rumble of the train. If this is as far as we get,
Slowly bring your knees back to center. Finding that little massage, whatever feels good. This time, take your knees to the left. Find your hand position as feels good. Again, maybe it's cactus T, maybe left hand on right knee. And if you want to increase it, right ear towards the mat, looking away from the knee. Slowly and gently bring your knees back to center. We're going to move into Shavasana, final rest here. If you want to take another pose before we do that, go ahead. Maybe it's a back bend, maybe it's happy baby, whatever feels good. Otherwise, Shavasana, final resting pose, letting your legs go long, let your feet fall out. Let your hands come down to your sides, palms face the ceiling. Inhale, lift your back off the mat, send your shoulders down, and then slowly release it back to the mat. Closing your eyes and just breathing.
Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on us. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on us.
Starting to come back to your breath like how we started class. Inhale, feel the chest rise. Exhale, feel the chest fall. Starting to wake the body back up. That's my alarm, just telling me that class is over. We're almost there. Maybe you start to wiggle your fingers and toes.
Let the water wash away your tears.
Maybe you circle your ankles and your wrists.
Let the fire burn away.
If you find a big, good morning stretch, send your hands above your head. Reach from your fingers to your toes. And then when you're ready, roll to the right side of your body into heel pose. Hold it there a breath. Make your way to a resting final seated position. Thank you for joining me today. It's Vinyasa Yoga, about a 40-minute practice. We built a good heat, stretched and slowed everything down. The light in me seems to equal and same light in you. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your day.